Hi, thank you so much for your interest in Boston University Questrom School of Business. I'm excited to tell you a little bit more about our admissions process and answer some common questions that we get about that, as well as scholarship opportunities. I'll start by just reviewing the items that we require for admission. First is our application form, which is available online. We require essays, either 3 video essays or 1 written, your current resume, 2 letters of recommendation, transcripts from any institution where you have taken 12 or more credits, and GMAT or GRE scores. For international students, we do need demonstration of English language proficiency, which can be through TOEFL, IELTS, or PTE standardized test scores. For our international applicants who have completed at least 2 years of a bachelor's or master's degree where the language of instruction was in English, we would waive this requirement. We are often asked exactly how we evaluate applicants for our MBA program. The best way to describe it is that it is a very holistic process with no one thing being more important than the other. With that being said, there are some important things we are trying to learn about our applicants. First, we are trying to determine if someone will be able to be successful in a rigorous curriculum, as evidenced by previous coursework and a standardized test score. These items work in tandem to give us a picture of who an applicant is as a student. It's really important to us that everyone we bring into the program can excel in the classes. We are also looking closely at the quantity and quality of professional work experience, which supports evidence of managerial and leadership potential. It also tells us how you'll contribute to the classroom experience and also what value you'll get from the program to help you achieve your goals. Finally, we are considering your personal qualities, as evidenced in your essays, letters of recommendation, interview, and really all of the pieces of your application to determine fit in the Questrom community. A really common application question is when the best time is to apply, and the short answer is whenever you feel you are putting your best foot forward. For each of our programs, we have several deadlines throughout the cycle that you can work towards. These are updated every year, so you can find the current year's deadlines right on our website. This may leave you wondering if there's an advantage to applying in an earlier round. I would stress that we always use all of our deadlines to fill our class, so if you feel you would be putting a more competitive application forward in a later round, then that would be the best time for you to apply. As you are making your plans, it may be helpful for you to be aware that the round for which we receive the most applications varies by program. So for full-time, we typically see the majority of our applications in rounds 1 and 2, whereas for our professional evening MBA program, our last round is our biggest. But with that being said, it is also true that the beginning of any of our cycles is when we have all of our seats open and we have our full scholarship budget. So if you're ready to apply in an earlier round, there's also no reason to wait. You should also be aware that decisions are typically released within about 4 to 6 weeks after your completed application is received. This is important for you to know to help you time your applications to all of your schools and to understand when you'll be asked to make deposits. Applicants often ask if they need to submit official transcripts and standardized test scores when they apply. We are happy to accept unofficial documents with your application, and this often helps expedite the process. Should you ultimately enroll at Questrom, we would then ask you to have official documents sent to us. We have a really broad range of programs at Questrom, and if you're considering a specialized MBA or a dual degree, you might have specific questions about those application requirements. If you are applying to one of our specialized MBA programs, or our MBA plus MS in Digital Innovation, you do not need to submit additional materials. All you need to do is designate your program of choice in your application. For our other dual degrees, you are required to submit an application both to Questrom and to the school or college that houses that other degree. In this case, you will want to refer to the application deadlines and requirements for each program to determine if you need to submit additional materials and also to determine the best time to apply to each school. We are more than happy to help you navigate this process, so please do reach out to us with any questions. Sometimes we work with applicants who reach out after they have submitted an application who wonder if they can switch programs. So for example, if they can switch from part-time to full-time, switch in or out of a specialty MBA, or add on the MS in digital innovation. We are certainly happy to consider your request if this happens. And so the best thing to do will be to reach out to us over email with a written request to change your application type. We will be sure to let you know very quickly if this is possible. If you want to switch programs once you are enrolled in the MBA, you can work with your academic advisor in the Grad Center, and those requests are handled on a case-by-case basis. It is important to note that you can only be considered for one program per semester. So in other words, you wouldn't be able to have parallel applications to both our professional evening MBA program and our full-time MBA program for entry in the same term. Once you are admitted into the MBA program and pending approval, it is possible to transfer classes into the program if they were taken at an AACSB accredited institution within the last 5 years and with a grade of a B- or higher. They also need to have been taken in a traditional classroom setting, so not online, to be as consistent with our own classes as possible. There are additional requirements that these classes would need to meet, so I would suggest referring to the Transfer of Credit section of our website for more details. We also do have a course waiver policy for our professional evening MBA students, and I would encourage you to reach out to us directly for a more individualized conversation about your eligibility. So a really common question we get is about scholarship. All of our applicants are automatically considered for merit-based scholarship, so there is no need to submit a separate application or additional materials. The one exception to this is that Boston University employees who apply for our professional evening MBA are not eligible for scholarship just because of the university's tuition remission benefits. In addition to our general Dean Scholarship, we also have a variety of specialized scholarships. So for example, we've established partnerships with several service programs such as City Year. We also maintain a portfolio of diversity-based scholarships. There are many other opportunities outside of our merit-based scholarships to look into as well, and we are always happy to help you find these resources. For example, there are private scholarships outside of the university, as well as federal and private loans, and we can also work with you on a payment plan. Our scholarships are merit-based, so to be as equitable as possible, we do put an emphasis on more measurable factors in scholarship consideration. So that includes standardized test scores, your undergraduate GPA, and your work experience. The scholarship structure works a bit differently between the full-time and the professional evening MBA programs. For our professional evening MBA, our merit-based scholarships are one-time awards that typically range between $5,000 and $10,000. For our full-time students, because they are giving up their salary to earn an MBA, the awards range from $10,000 to full tuition scholarships, with the average award being over $25,000 per year. We definitely appreciate the financial considerations with pursuing an MBA, and we want to work with you as best as possible on that. I will also mention that the scholarship process is the same for all of our applicants. Whether you are a U.S. citizen or an international student, all of our students are given the same consideration. I want to talk a little bit about our waitlist, since we get a lot of questions about that. Every year, we have more qualified candidates than we have seats for in our class, so we do maintain an active waitlist that we review regularly throughout the admissions cycle. If you are waitlisted, we would definitely encourage you to reach out to us. We want to hear from you, and we are happy to provide our waitlisted candidates with timely, actionable suggestions that would strengthen their candidacy. I would emphasize that because we do review our waitlist regularly, it's best to reach out early. That way you can best take advantage of the feedback that we give you. Another question we get is what you can do if you're not admitted to the program. Again, I would suggest reaching out to us. Similarly, for those who are waitlisted, we are always happy to provide feedback at the end of the cycle for what you can do to strengthen your application. We welcome reapplicants, and we keep all of our records on file for 1 year so that the reapplication process can be streamlined. Students who reapply the following year need to submit a new application form and fee, an essay describing the reasons for reapplying with any updates from the previous year, an updated resume, 1 new letter of recommendation, and then if you have taken any coursework or retaken a standardized test, we would ask for those results as well. Sometimes after a candidate is admitted, conflicting personal or professional opportunities come up, and we are asked about the possibility of deferring matriculation. Well, you may always reach out to your interviewer to discuss your situation. At Questrom, we typically grant deferrals only for medical or military reasons. So we would definitely suggest that you apply for the year that you intend on entering. I would add, though, that if you choose not to enroll after being admitted and instead to reapply for the following year, we encourage that, and the reapplication process would be streamlined for you. I hope that this video has helped to answer some of your questions about the admissions process and about scholarship consideration. Please be sure to reach out to us at any time with further questions or with any more information that you need. You can always email us at mba@bu.edu. If you have questions about other aspects of the application, I'd encourage you to watch the other admissions videos on our website. And we'd also encourage you to visit us. It's really important to get to know the schools to which you apply, and visiting campus is a great way to do that. We offer the opportunity to meet with us, as well as current students, alumni, and faculty at various on-campus events, such as information sessions, advising sessions, class visits, receptions, and our big visit weekend held every fall. If you can't make it to campus, don't worry. We also have several options for us to get to know each other better off campus, from virtual information sessions to webinars, to receptions, dinners, and fairs all around the country and all over the world. To learn more about all of these options, please visit the admissions events section of our website. Best of luck with your application to the Questrom School of Business. We look forward to receiving it and to getting to know you better over the coming year.